Good evening. I told you that it is nothing but I'm telling that this video class is nothing but a continuation for the previous video class. Now, when you go for this depreciation, I told you about the twofold effect. That is depreciation. It is nothing but a charged loss, and whatever it may be, the depreciation it will be shown on the debit side of profit and loss account, and the same amount you have to deduct from the from the assets concerned assets on the asset side of the balance sheet. Now, some people they got a doubt that, sir, when depreciation was given in trial balance, what is the effect? When you come across depreciation in trial balance, you have to show that only in profit and loss account amount. There is no necessity for you to go for the second effect. So that is how you will come across the depreciation. Next, after depreciation, we are going for interest on capital. See, every businessman he will invest some money in his business. Okay, and when he is investing and when he is doing the business, okay, getting profit or loss it's a secondary issue. But thing is, okay, he must also have some remuneration. Okay, he must also have some remuneration. Okay, from that. Okay, in this context, I'm going to give a small this thing example. Of course, don't think otherwise. Okay, so when you are having money and when you are depositing that in a bank, okay, you will say that for safety and security, I'm keeping my money in the bank. Okay, no doubt. But the thing is, the inner thing is, when you are keeping the money in the form of deposit in a bank, you will think that I am going to get some remuneration from that in the form of interest. When you go for savings bank account or fixed bank account, whatever it may be, you are going to get, okay, fixed, I mean, interest on fixed deposit. As you are keeping the money for a certain number of years, the bank people they'll give some interest as a reward, as a remuneration, whatever it may be the words that we can use. As a reward or remuneration, the bank people they'll give some amount to you in the form of interest. When you go for savings bank account, in order to promote the savings among the people, the bank people, what they will do is they'll give some little amount of interest. Okay, just for depositing your money in a bank, you are getting some reward or remuneration. In the same way, when you go for a businessman, okay, he is investing money in his, I mean, in his business. Okay, he is investing money in his business. When he is investing his money, when he is keeping his money, complete money in the business, automatically he will also anticipate some reward or remuneration. So that reward or remuneration, whatever he accepts, we will call that thing as interest on capital. Interest on capital, it is an income to the individual, whereas it is nothing but a loss to the business, because business has to give. So automatically it will show that as a loss item. Okay, if interest on capital, if it is appearing in trial balance, where it will appear, where it will come, it will appear on the debit side of profit and loss account. When interest on capital was given as an adjustment, okay, as an adjustment, you will come across the twofold effect. You will come across the twofold effect. First one is, it will appear on the debit side of profit and loss account as a loss, and the second thing is it will be, or it must be added to the capital amount on the liability side of the balance sheet. It must be added to the capital on the liability side of the balance sheet. This is the twofold effect for the adjustment interest on capital. After interest on capital, you have to go for interest on drawings. Interest on drawings. Okay, before going to interest on drawings, I would like to tell you about the drawings. Okay, when a businessman, when he is doing business, when he is doing business, okay, he requires some amount. He requires some amount. Whatever money, maybe the money that he is getting, he cannot take that as it is mine, because taking into account the business entity concept that we come across in the accounting period concepts. Okay, business, it will have some identification. You cannot say that I am business, I am the business and business is mine. You have to treat that as a separate individual. So the business will have identification. You are doing business, you are getting money, no doubt. But thing is, that money, whatever you are getting, it is not your own money. It is the money of the business. So when he requires some amount for some purpose, he has to take some money from the business. When he is taking, he will have in his idea that I have to replace the money back. So whatever may be the money that he is taking from the business, it must be treated as drawings. Okay, don't be of that opinion that it is only the money. You can go for the goods, as he is also a human being. He requires some commodities, isn't it? So when he takes some goods from his business or some money from his business, he has to consider that as drawings, and the business also, it will treat that as drawings. And whenever the businessman, when he is taking from the business, he will have, or he must have in his mind that again I have to replace the money back to the business. So like that, whatever it may be the amounts, that whatever it may be the amounts, or whatever it may be the goods that he is taking for his personal purpose, then that amount we have to take into account as drawings. And remember, the amount drawn from the business must be replaced within a specific period of time. Suppose if it is not replaced, then the business has a authority to charge interest on drawings. That is nothing but interest on drawings. I suppose that you understood about this. Okay, when the businessman, when he won't replace the amount in the business, then the business has a right to charge some interest on the drawings. So that interest, we will call that thing as interest on drawings. Okay, when you come across this interest on drawings as an adjustment, here also you will come across twofold effect. What is that? This interest on drawings is nothing but an income to the business. So you have to show that on the credit side of profit and loss account. That is the first effect. The second effect is it should be deducted from capital after deducting drawings. After deducting drawings, it must be deducted on the liability side of the balance sheet. On the liability side of the balance sheet. So suppose if it appears in trial balance, okay, there won't be any twofold effect. Directly you can show that amount on the credit side of profit and loss account. That's all. There is a matter. So like this, you'll come across interest on drawings. Then comes bad debts. What are bad debts? Those amounts which we won't recover at all, we will call them as bad debts. And here, people, they must be very careful. Okay, the bad debts, and after that one more thing, and after that one more thing. All these three items are very, very clumsy, and they are the nightmares for the learners, because they'll get confused with these things. With these things, they will get confused. So you have to be very cautious in understanding this. Bad debts means The amounts which you cannot recover in your lifetime, those are nothing but the bad debts. Now, when we come across bad debts in trial balance, then what is the thing that we have to do? How to show them? When you come across bad debts in the trial balance, you have to show them on the debit side of profit and loss account. There ends the matter. There ends the matter. Now, the second thing is when it is appearing as an adjustment, when it is appearing as an adjustment, then you will come across twofold effect. It must be shown on the debit side of profit and loss account, and that is the first effect. The second effect is it should be deducted from sundry debtors on the asset side of the balance sheet. Understood? It should be deducted from sundry debtors on the asset side of the balance sheet if it was given as an adjustment. Okay, two cases I have completed. Then now comes the third one. Sir, we are having bad debts in trial balance. And again in adjustments also we have this bad debts. Then what to do? Okay, when you are given bad debts in trial balance along with adjustments, then you have to use your brain. Okay, you have to observe, okay, which debts are more and which debts are less. Whether the old ones, that is whatever they are there in trial balance, whether they are more or and the adjustments amount is more. We have to observe that. When trial balance amount is more, when trial balance amount is more than adjustments, whatever it may be, the difference that you come across, that difference you have to show on the credit side of profit and loss account. Okay, on the credit side of profit and loss account. Sir, can you explain with an example? Sure. Okay, bad debts amount in trial balance is 1000 rupees amount. And in adjustments, it is 600 rupees. Okay, in adjustments, it is 600 rupees. So, if you observe, the trial balance amount is more and the adjustment amount is less. So, whatever it may be, the difference, 1000 minus 600, 400. Okay, you have to show that difference amount 400 on the credit side of profit and loss account. It means that previously we have taken 1000 rupees as bad debts. We came across 1000 rupees. So that's why they are appearing in trial balance. And after sometimes, some people, they had given the amounts back. So that means the bad debts up to the extent of 400 rupees were recovered. So when they are recovered, automatically it is nothing but an income to the businessman. So when it is nothing but an income to the businessman, he will show that on the credit side of profit and loss account. This is the first effect. Now coming to the second effect. Okay, whatever it may be, the new amount, whatever it may be, the new amount, like 600 rupees, that 600 rupees, the new amount shown in adjustments, it should be deducted from sundry debtors. And the remaining amount you have to show that on the, in the outer column. This is how you will come across. Just for bad debts, you are having three cases. Okay, when they are given in trial balance, when they are given in, when they are given as an adjustment. Next, third one, when you are coming across bad debts in trial balance as well as in adjustments. Like this, you will come across three cases. So that's why all the people who are learning, they must understand this clearly. Otherwise, if you come across any confusion, the whole problem will go away. with this small misunderstanding or mistake, whatever it may be, the whole problem will suffer. So that's why be careful and try to understand clearly what to do and what not to do, and then proceed. If you go like that, automatically everything will be in your fingertips. Everything will be in your fingertips. Okay, with this I'm stopping, and the remaining portion I'm going to continue in the next video class. Thank you.